So that was English. It eludes me. I have been reading, I think I said in a previous video, I've been reading books about Cambodia. I've had to borrow my dad's versions because I brought one of mine home. Then I didn't bring the other one because he's already got it. So I have finished reading 3 of the 4. So I have read these 3. I read Survivor, which was the first one I read, which was Chum Mey, and he fixed the typewriters. I have read this one, which is Meng, and he was the artist. And I finally finished this one, which is Nhem. I might be pronouncing these wrong, and I'm sorry if I am. And he was the photographer. There's one more that I need to read. It's back in Korea, and it is The Child That Survived. S21. So, what did I think of each of them? I think the last time I recorded a Cambodia book, I'd finished this one already. I think I've already given my thoughts about this one, but a book like this deserves as much attention as possible. I think reading these back to back has made them lose a bit of... Because you read about Cambodia, you read about the genocides, you read about that, and then you read about it constantly. Not you become numb to it, but you kind of just... I don't know how to say it respectfully. I think reading them back to back, and I was trying to read them quickly so I could bring them home to my dad. I don't think I fully took everything in. But I am reading another one. I'm reading this one at the moment, which is... I'm only about 10th of the way through. No, a little bit more than that. But these ones are the survivors of S21. And this one was the first one. And I think the feelings that hit me with this was how... both of these, they both fought for the Khmer Rouge when the Civil War was happening. And when the Khmer Rouge were taking over. But then they were both taken to S21 because they were enemies of Khmer, of Angkor. Which, considering they both fought for them in some way or another, or rallied for them, it's sad, you know? And I think nowadays more than ever, we have to look back at our history and understand it, and the world history, and understand how these things happen to stop them happening again. So I highly recommend these books. I finished this one, and I find it sad that he never saw his wife and child again when he was taken away to S21. And how all 3 of these had to face the man that ran S21. I think what struck me about the 3 is this one, because he wasn't a captive. He was never taken captive. He was trained by the Khmer Rouge in China to learn how to take videos and photos. So he has a different story in a way to these 2 who were taken captive and survived because of their skills. They were asked, at the time it was asked who could fix the typewriter and who could draw a photo or draw a picture of Pol Pot. And because of their skills, they were saved. Because if they'd got anything wrong, they could have died. And they would have died. Whereas this man, he was trained by the Khmer Rouge. It doesn't mean he was safe. Because if he'd gone... There's a story in here of where he developed a film from someone else. And there was a mark on the photo of Pol Pot. And he'd asked one of his colleagues to confirm that it wasn't his film that he'd taken, but when asked, he said he didn't know. So he was sent to work in the fields for 3 months and almost was killed. But I think Duck saved him. Duck sent him to the fields, I think. But he testified again against Duck in the trials. I think each of these are different stories, and they show different parts of what happened. because they talk about their lives before and their lives during and their lives, a little bit about their lives after and what they've been doing since. So it's definitely interesting to read about, and I highly recommend reading them if you can. I don't know if they're on Kindle, you know. And I bought these at the museum. But this one is different. This one I bought on English Book Exchange when I came back from Cambodia. And this one is about a family. I've not finished it. This middle-class family. And they talk about the days before the Khmer Rouge took over and marched into Phnom Penh. And they talk about the evacuation. That's what I've got to so far, is they're evacuated from Phnom Penh. And it's from this little girl's point of view, and she talks about her family. Yeah, I haven't read much else, so when I do finish it, hopefully I finish it this holiday and I can talk about it, because I do want to give it to my dad. So those are my 4 Cambodia books, and there's 2 back in Korea that I wish to read. The finishing that Cambodia book, the big one, and The Boy at S21, which is another survivor's story. And then my dad has a Pol Pot book. I've become very interested in Cambodian history lately. I've been there, but I've become more interested in the last couple of months about it. So I do want to do more research on it. So yeah, I wish to learn more. It's good to learn more history. So if you have read anything similar to this, whether it's to do with Cambodia or to do with another dark atrocity in human history, please let me know, because I would like to read more about this stuff from first-hand points of view and not just whitewashed history. So please let me know. And yeah, let me know if you've read these and what you thought, or if you've been to S21 or been to Cambodia or are thinking of going. I am still thinking of making a video about Cambodia, but I don't know yet. But yeah, so please let me know and enjoy reading whatever you're reading.